You were having problems during Grand Hotel, though, for a musical number that your mother helped you with.
Oh, yeah.
Was Grand Hotel sort of a personal homage to your mom?
It turned out to be that. Um, while I was making Grand Hotel, my mother was dying in Houston. And so on the day off, I would finish rehearsal on Saturday and go directly to the airport, fly home, spend Sunday with her, and Sunday evening fly back for Monday's rehearsal. And each week I would go, I would tell her, I worked Grand Hotel from the beginning to the end. So each week I would have a little bit more added, and I would come and tell her. And she was like holding on because she wanted to hear the end of it and see it, of course. And I'd gotten to this one place where I'd created a German tap. And it was an interesting dance, but it just stuck out like a sore thumb. Talk about, a Tommy Tune show, it had a tap dance. It's just stuck out. It just reeked of me trying to do something to fulfill an expectation. And so I went to Houston that Saturday night, and on Sunday she said, so tell me, where is it now? Where is it now? I said, well, the little bookkeeper is dying. Of course, he was dying of cancer, and she was dying of cancer. And I said, and he's dying, and he just got a windfall on the stock market, so that means he's going to spend his last days in the Grand Hotel, and he does this German tap dance, and Mother, it's just awful. It's just awful, and I know it's the right time for there to be a dance. It's right. It's hard to, as a director choreographer, it's hard to know where the dance should come. It's one of the hardest things in the world. If you leave it to the book writer, there's no dancing, and the composer and lyricist. And people love dancing, but it has to be just in the right place. And she said, well, now what year is this? I said, it's 1929. She said, oh, sounds like it ought to be a Charleston. I said, Mother, you're absolutely right. Of course it should be a Charleston. She said, now I taught you to Charleston. I said, oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, you did. Here. And I got up and I started showing her all the steps. And I remember she said, well, do you remember the one that goes like, and I wasn't doing it. And she got up, and she was quite weak, and she got up off the edge of the bed, pushed herself up, and did this step. And so, so yes, she helped me choreograph it.
That is my favorite part of that show. I think that show just soars anyway, but that number in the bar is just brilliant.
Yeah, well, it's that moment when the show had to be danced.